Hi, Cecil. Welcome to this full body yoga practice. This class includes a little bit of everything that helps you cultivate a daily yoga routine. We'll begin in seated pose. Find your seat with your legs crossed in front. And this pose is called Sukhasana. And we're going to take several moments to settle into our physical body. So go ahead and place your hands wherever you feel the most comfortable. There could be one hand onto your chest and then the other hand onto the belly. Or you can place your hands onto your knees with your palms facing up to receive or facing down to ground your body. So listen to your own body and find your own answer. And wherever you are right now, close your eyes and start to tune into your physical body, noticing which parts of your body are tight and tense and also open and relaxed. See it as it is without any judgment or any criticism. And we'll take one full round of breath. So take a deep breath in through your nose. And open your mouth and sigh it out and let go of anything that doesn't serve you right this moment. And then gently let your eyes open and place your hands onto your knees, palms facing down. And gently drop your right ear towards your right shoulder and your mouth. Be super slow and mindful for your neck. And feel the stretch in the left side of your neck and shoulder. If you want a deeper stretch, place your fingertips, your left fingertips, on the ground by your side. And close your eyes and feel that deeper sensation in your neck and shoulder. And breathe in and out through your nose. And then bring your head back to center and left hand back to your left knee. And slowly drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And feel free to place your right fingertips on the ground next to you for a deeper stretch in your right shoulder and the right side of your neck. And breathe in and out through your nose as you keep softening the muscles in your face. Shoulders relaxed, your chest relaxed. And then gently bring your face back to center and right hand back to your right knee. And we'll take several seated cats and cows. Huge breath in, draw your chest forward and lift your gaze. As you exhale, chin to chest and round through the spine and lean back. Huge breath in, draw your chest forward and arch your back and lift your gaze and your mount. And exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest and lean back. Take these cats and cows several more times at your own pace and rhythm. No rush or no hurry. Find your own speed to your own physical and mental body here, and also your breath. And keep moving, and keep feeling, and keep connecting to your body and your breath. Okay, good. Come back to center. And now slowly make your way onto your hands and knees. Stack your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips with hip-width distance apart. And open your fingers nice and wide. And start to find some hip circles to one direction. Keep pressing your fingertips and knuckles down to the earth as you move. And then reverse the directions of those circles, feeling your glutes and your hips. And come back to center to your neutral tabletop pose. Make sure your fingers nice and open. Tuck your toes under. Huge breath in. As you exhale, start to lift your hips up and back to your first down dog. Relax your neck and head between your upper arms and start to pedal out your feet by bending one knee and the other. Find your own speed, listening to your own body, and then bring your awareness to the backs of your legs as you breathe in and out through your nose. And then come back to your neutral down dog. As you inhale, option to lift your left leg up towards the sky to your three-legged down dog. And as you exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands and sink your right knee down. Untuck your right toes. Press down to your left foot to rise up to your lower lunge. Arms up overhead. Pull your navel in. Deep breath in. As you exhale, interlace your fingers and flip your palms up. And keep breathing in this pose. But every time you exhale, pull your arms back just a little bit more, not too much. Keep pressing your feet down to the earth. Deep breath in. As you exhale, release your fingertips all the way down underneath your shoulders and shift your hips back as you straighten your left knee out and flex your left toes. Feel free to stay in this pose with halfway up or option to fold over your left leg. And feel free to bend your left knee and your mount. And make sure your hips are still facing forward. Soften the jaw and soften the forehead as you breathe into this split, half a split. And lift your spine halfway up, bend your left knee, and then walk your fingertips forward. Tuck your right toes under and lift your right knee off of the mat. And then lift your left arm up. Open your chest to your left, to your twist. And breathe in and out through your nose, finding stillness and calm. Or option to make big circles with your left arm. Up and back and down and forward. And then inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Step your left foot back to your first plank pose. Keep pressing your hands down. Pull your navel in. Squeeze your glutes and thighs. Or option to drop your knees down to the earth if you prefer a gentler practice today. Otherwise, knees off of the mat. Relax your face. You got this. And then inhale, shift your body forward Exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck your toes. Use your back muscles to lift your chest off of the mat and your mouth to your cobra. Exhale, fall back down. Tuck your toes under, back to your downward facing dog. And stay there for a couple of breaths, feeling your body. On your next inhale, option to lift your right leg up. As you exhale, step that foot forward between your hands. And then sink your left knee down, untuck your toes. Press down through your right foot to rise up to your low lunge, arms up overhead. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Keep pressing your feet down, finding stability. Deep breath in. As you exhale, interlace your fingers and flip your palms up towards the sky. And keep breathing in this pose. But every time you exhale, draw your arms back a little bit more. Do not force too much. Keep pressing your feet down. Soften your face. And then release your fingertips all the way down underneath your shoulders. And shift your hips back as you straighten your right knee out. And flex your right toes. And feel free to stay in this pose. Or option to fold over your right leg. And feel free to bend your right knee as much as you need. Your hips are facing forward. And relax your face as you breathe into the back of your right leg, especially your right hamstring. Soften your jaw. Soften the forehead. Soften the shoulders. On your next inhale, lift your spine halfway up. Bend your right knee, right foot to the earth. Tuck your left toes under. Walk your fingertips forward underneath your shoulders. Place your left palm down. Lift your left knee off of the mat and lift your right arm up towards the sky. And open your heart to your right into this twist. And feel free to stay in this pose, finding calm and stillness. Or option to make big circles with your right arm 2 times. Draw circles as big as you can to increase the stretch in your shoulders, triceps, and armpits. On your next inhale, right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down. Step your right foot back to your plank. Feel free to drop your knees down. Otherwise, keep pressing your feet to the earth. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs. Inhale, shift your body forward. Exhale, lower all the way down, untuck your toes. Inhale to lift your chest off of the mat and your head up to your cobra. And then exhale, fall back down, tuck your toes under, back to your down dog. Stay in this down dog for several rounds of a breath. Coming back to your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Deep breath in and out. And last one. Bend your knees and look forward. You can hop or walk to the front of your mat. And inhale, halfway up. Hands can be onto your thighs or shins or all the way down. As you exhale, fold over your legs. Bend your knees as much as you need. And now go ahead and grab the opposite elbows with your hands and start to sway your upper body from side to side several times. Allow your neck and head, upper body to hang heavy while you are moving. And then come back to center. And release your fingertips down and slowly curl your torso all the way up to your full stand. And now go ahead, bring your feet together and lift your left knee up. Hug that knee with your arms. Keep pressing your right foot down and then find one spot right in front of you and make a steady gaze with it. And then place your hands at your heart center to your prayer and start to lower your front body forward as you extend your left leg back, finding T shape with your body. Turn your left pinky toe facing down. Pull your navel in. You are in a warrior 3. Right knee bent as much as you need. And slowly release your left foot back down. Arms up overhead to your high lunge. Big breath in. As you exhale, hands come down. Step your right foot back to your plank. Feel free to drop your knees down. Deep breath in. As you exhale, roll onto your left foot, stacking your right foot on top of your left and right arm up to your side plank. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Pull your navel in. One more breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down. Find your way back to your down dog. Huge breath in. And huge breath out. And look forward. Walk to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway up. And then exhale, fold over your legs. Take a deep breath in. Curl your torso all the way up. Arms up overhead to your stand. Exhale, hands at your heart center. And now go ahead, lift your right knee up. Hug that knee with your arms, with your hands. Keep pressing your left foot down. Pull your navel in. Shoulders relaxed. And find that steady, relaxed gaze at one point right in front of you. And place your hands at your heart center. And slowly extend your right leg all the way back to a T shape with your body. Right pinky toe facing down. Bend your left knee as much as you need to find support. And then slowly drop your right foot back down to the earth. And then arms up overhead to your high lunge. As you exhale, soften your shoulders down. Keep pulling your navel in towards your spine to protect your lower back. One more breath in. As you exhale, hands all the way down to the earth and step your left foot back to your plank. And now roll onto the knife edge of your right foot. Stack your left foot on top. Lift your left arm up. Pull your navel in. Keep lifting your left hip towards the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in. As you exhale, lower your left hand all the way down to the earth. Back to your plank. And then shift your body forward as you inhale and lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck your toes and forehead on the ground. And release your arms down by your side with your palms facing up. Now we're going to go into our locust pose, Shalabhasana. Lift your legs off of the mat. Arms off of the mat and lift your chest off of the mat and your mount. And start to squeeze your back muscles, squeeze your thighs and your glutes. And keep pointing your toes back. Imagining your tailbone is growing longer towards the back of your mat. Shoulders away from your ears. Almost there, you got this. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in. As you exhale, slowly lower everything down to the earth with control. And bring one cheek on the earth to rest. And feel free to switch the sides of your head to bring the other cheek on the mat. And then bring your face back to center facing down, hands underneath your shoulders, and press yourself up through your hands and knees and sink your hips onto your heels to your child's pose, forehead on the ground, your arms extended to the front of your mat. And relax your whole body to the earth, feeling that nice gentle stretch in your lower back. Soften your face and soften the shoulders and feel the earth. And then slowly curl your torso all the way up to your seated pose. And if this is enough stretch for your ankles, then feel free to stay there. Or for a deeper stretch, place your fingertips behind your back and lift your knees off of the mat and your mount. And then bend your elbows slightly towards each other. Feel the stretch in your ankles and also your heart. Soften your face. Soften the shoulders. And then slowly release your knees back down to the earth. And take your feet to one side. And then place your feet on the ground, knees bent. Place your hands behind your knees. We're going to go into our boat pose. Lift your feet off of the mat, bringing your shins parallel to the earth. And roll your shoulders back and down to open up your chest. Feel free to place your fingertips behind your back on the mat. Option 2, extend your legs to the front of your mat. Pull your navel in towards your spine. And find one spot between your big toes and make a steady gaze with it. You got this. And then slowly with control, release your legs all the way down to the earth. Good job. And now bring the soles of your feet together in front and allow your knees to open out wide. And make a diamond shape with your legs and grab the ankles with your hands. Take a deep breath in, spine nice and tall. As you exhale, gonna fold over. Place your elbows inside of your legs. And then we're gonna stay in this pose for several rounds of a breath. Open up our hips and also calm our mind and body. And breathe in and out through your nose. And keep softening the muscles in your face, your forehead, your jaw, and soften the shoulders, and your heart, and the belly, and your hips, and your legs. And then curl your torso all the way up. And now we're gonna stack our knees together. So bring your left leg on the bottom and right leg on top. Find a kind of straight line between those two knees stacked together. If that's not happening, totally okay. And then lift your left arm up and bend that elbow. And place your right hand to your left elbow. Relax your left hand down as you pull your left elbow to your right and your mat. And stay there for several breaths. Or option 2, lower your right arm down and behind your back. And place those hands between your shoulder blades. Or option 2, grab those hands together. And then keep lifting your left elbow up and the right elbow down. But make sure, try to draw your lower ribs in and then breathe in and out through your nose into the beautiful stretch, shoulders, and your tricep. Soften the gaze and soften your jaw. Maybe a little bit of smile to yourself as a gift. And then release your hands and unwind your legs. Second side. And now right leg on the bottom and left leg on top. And then start to lift your right arm up. And then bend the elbow so your right hand dropping down, relaxed. Place your left hand onto your right elbow. And start to pull your right elbow to your left and your mat. Pull your navel in, lower ribs in. Option 2, lower your left arm down and behind your back. And place both hands between your shoulder blades. Or grab those hands together. Find your own option, listening to your own body. Don't have to force too much. And breathe into this beautiful stretch, the space that you are creating to your physical body and also your mental body. And then release your hands down and unwind your legs. And bend your knees and place your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart and hands behind your back. Start to find some windshield wipers with your knees, dropping your knees to one side and then to the other side. Find this movement several more times at your own pace. Feel your hips, your lower back. And then come back to center. Extend your legs to the front of your mat. Start to shake out your legs several times. And then come back to center. Find some windshield wipers with your toes from side to side several times. And then come back to center. And now find your seat with your legs crossed in front. Hands onto your legs. And we're gonna find some shoulder rolls. Inhale, shoulders up. And then exhale, roll them back and down. Find this movement several more times. Feel your shoulders and your upper back. And also opening your chest, your heart to the world. And then come back to center. And place your hands to your chest, to your heart. And close your eyes. And let's take a moment to feel our body from top to bottom. And also feel your heart, the message, the rhythm. And maybe take a moment to give lots of thanks to your heart to support you every single time. And I thank you so much for practicing yoga with me today. And thank you so much for being here exactly as you are. And we'll end the class. Lots of love and light and gratitude. Hands at your heart center to your prayer. Namaste. I hope this class helped, and I hope you keep coming back to this practice. I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful and beautiful rest of your day.